Good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. This is just a simple discussion of the questions that I gave you for practice. Question 1 is from the choices given below, mark the co-prime numbers. We all know what are co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers are those numbers which have only one factor in common, that is 1, and you can see in this case they have more than one factor common, that is 2 also is a factor of these two in this case also, but in this 2, 3 there is only one factor, that is 1. So option 3rd is correct in this question. Then in question number 2, the decimal representation of an irrational number is, we all know decimal expansion, I have told you. Is of two types. First for rational numbers, then for irrational numbers. In rational it is terminating, non-terminating, but repeating. In this case it is non-terminating and non-repeating. So the correct answer is neither terminating nor repeating for irrational numbers. Now in this case the power of 625 is 0.16. If you remove the decimal it becomes 16 upon 100, and then we have 625 power 9 upon 100. There are two ways, either you solve these powers separately or you use the concept of exponent and power. When the base is same, power gets added, so it becomes 625 power 16 plus 9. So there was fractions having same denominator. I have taken the LCM of denominator 100 and added, it becomes 625 power 25 upon 100. When solved, 25 ones are 25 fours are. So we all know 625 is 5 power 4. You can find it by prime factorization. So power of power gets multiplied, so it becomes 5 power 1. So right answer is 5. Now question number 4. If root 5 is given to you, what is the value of 1 upon root 5? I have told you such numbers in which denominator is an irrational number, we have to convert it into rational, known as the concept of rationalization of denominator. So first of all we will make it rational. What will we do? Multiply denominator by root 5 and the numerator by root 5. It becomes root 5 upon 5. Now to find its value, let's put the value of root 5. Value of root 5 is 2.236 upon 5. If you divide, what will you get? Obviously we will have a 0.420. .4472 is the correct answer, that is option number D. The degree of polynomial, although maximum power is 5 over here, but the coefficient is 0, so this number overall is 0. So we can't consider this number. So we have to see the next maximum, that is 4, and the coefficient is 4. So hence in this case we can take order as 4. One of the zeros of polynomial is, in this case you have to go with either factorization method or by middle term splitting. If you see, we want the product to be -8 and sum to be how much? 7. So in this case if you factorize this 8, you will get this. And now understanding, m will be equal to plus 8 and n equal to minus 1, because you can see when you add these two you will get plus 7, and when you multiply them you get minus 8. So 2x square plus 8x minus x minus 4. Now common is 2x, x plus 4 minus 1, x plus 4, 2x minus 1, x plus 4 is the factor form. After this we need to find the zeros. To find the zeros we will first keep them equal to 0. So first we will take 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, and second we will take x plus 4 equal to 0. First factor is 1 upon 2 and x equal to minus 4. Let's find what is given. Okay, 1 upon 2 is given to us, so this is the answer. Question number 7. If x is more than 0 and y is more than 0, then point x comma y in which quadrant? You can just guess it very easily, because if x is positive and y is positive, they always lie in first quadrant only. You can understand like this also. If this is y axis, this is x axis. If someone says x is more than 0, that means you are taking all the positive values of x only, like this. This shows x is more than 0, because this is 0, 1, 2, all these arrows show x more than 0. If someone says y is more than 0, for that you can take these values, because in these values y is always more than 0, because it is 0, it is 1, 2, 3. Okay, now if you observe, the common area of x more than 0, y more than 0 is coming in first quadrant only, so answer is first quadrant. Okay, this question can be done directly by this also, because x is more than 0, so it is a positive number, y is more than 0, it is a positive number. We know all these things. When both positive, first quadrant. When x positive, y negative, it is which quadrant? Yes, it is fourth quadrant. Okay, so like that you can do. This is just the explanation of how it works. The graph of linear equation 2x minus 3y equal to 6 cuts y-axis at the point. Okay, first of all, understand this thing. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. Now, whatever line cuts y-axis, one thing is sure, at this point, which coordinate will be 0 always? We all know. Whatever value of y it is, but the value of x will always be 0. So, to get the point, we have to understand this thing. Now, we can put the value of x as 0 in the given equation. So by putting 0, we get minus 3y equal to 6. So y comes as minus 2. So we have got the value as x0, y minus 2. So actually the line is cutting somewhere here. This was a rough diagram. So line is cutting like this. So answer is 0 comma minus 2, that is option number D. Similarly, the next question is, this equation is cutting x-axis at. So this time we all know on x-axis what is 0 always? Y is 0. So put y equal to 0 in the equation. This gives 3x equal to 6 or x equal to 2. So x is 2, y is 0, answer is 2 comma 0, which is first option. Got it? Now, question number 10. Which of the following is an irrational number? If you observe this number, root 180, in this case, if you do by prime factorization, what will you get? 45, 3, So what will you get? 2 and 3 will come out. This is 1. So 2 3 is 6 under root 5. This you will get. In this case, this is also a irrational number, it can't be solved. This 196, let's see. I have taught you that method also to find the root directly. Use that method. In that what we did, we make pairs from right end like this. This 1 can be taken with 1. 96 will come down. There you have 2, 4, 4, 4. So we have got 96. So this answer is, this is equal to 14. So we can say this is irrational, this is irrational, this is irrational. Hence answer is option number 3. I hope all of you got this. Thank you.